Okay, hello and welcome everybody to another race in our Casboots tourney. Today between Rayvis and Pytlovan, I guess it's pronounced. It's standing 1-1. We have a decision game and the runners are about to start, and in a few seconds we will see how they perform. Unfortunately today I have to commentate alone and by myself, but I hope I can entertain you anyways. And in the beginning now I want to give a shout out to our tracker who is a Nerfendog today. Thank you very much for your efforts and thank you for keeping us up to date. Yeah, the runners are starting. And of course, the first minutes in this Casboots game will be quite linear because both of them have to do exactly the same stuff. They have to rescue the princess, and after that the real game starts. But as always, we can have a short glimpse who of the runner performs better and has a better execution here. Yeah, and maybe that gives some insights about who will proceed in the tournament. Okay, give us a second, please. We are facing some technical issues here in Discord. So we have to fix them, and after that the commentary goes on. Okay, Nerfendog cares about the technical issues. Hope they will go very soon, and meanwhile I try to commentate as good as possible. So while both runners are heading through the escape sequence, Rayvis was able to get a slight lead here, not too much, but of course it's random and it's a race and every second counts. So Rayvis here probably with his first advantage in the race. And let's see what Suez Rune has for us. Only a blue mail. Yes, of course, the runners like to see it, but it's no progression. Yeah, and here Rayvis finishes the escape sequence with a time of 5 minutes and 7, which is decent. Yeah, and now he has no progression found yet. That will probably mean he heads to Kakariko via the woods and maybe Agalech. And we got our first map check. Desert is Trash Pendant, Eastern is Red Crystal, Hera is Blue Crystal. Yeah, unfortunately, no bow yet. With a bow in hand, it would be quite possible that one of the runners decides to play Eastern before Kakariko, maybe to find a flute or something. But without the bow, that will not happen. Yeah, and what has Agalech for us? Is it powder, I guess? Oh, that is, of course, rude. The powder, as a fetch quest, of course, can have any kind of item behind it. Yeah, nobody knows what it is, and that means maybe at one point of the game, one of the runners decides to take it and to play Aga for it, which takes a long time. Yeah, and we are listening to Final Fantasy VIII's MSU, which is iconic for Rayvis. Yeah, and Pytlovan skipped a lot in the woods, and Aga, I don't know exactly what, didn't pay too much attention, but it's possible that, or not it's possible, it's for sure that he in this moment does not know what is on Agalech. But we got a mushroom here, and the Master Sword as well. And there's our gloves in the well. Oh, and flippers on the bottle vendor. That, of course, logically opens the water checks. And the runners already got a bunch of money. They are quite close to Zora money. 60 rupees missing at Rayvis' side. Pytlovan 80 rupees short, so both will get it. Yeah, but Pytlovan spending 50 rupees on bombs. Okay, and there is another 300, so Zora is safe, payable now. And Rayvis decides to get bombs as well. Reasonable. Of course, you need some, and you don't know when you find some on your way. So I suppose this is quite a good time investment. And if you need more money, there is on the library. And yet another on race game, but no one of them will take it. Yeah, that means South Shore. And Pytlovan looks like he's delaying the dam, which could mean that he wants to enter the dam after he did the South Shore and water checks and combine it with Desert Ledge and Agina. Minimodom cave is empty. Just rupees and hearts. and the dam has yet another rupee stack, 300 more, but Rayvis refuses to take them. Don't need it. Yeah, and the tempered sword in Iceward Cave. And looks like Rayvis grabs his tempered sword too, so no differences here. So let's see what the waterfall has for us. Love and even more love. Well, even if we find our Dark World access, it does not matter via Aghanim or via a hammer or the mids. We're still looking for a Moon Pearl. Oh, Zora is quite generous today. So he only took 200 rupees from us in total. Yeah, but that means the flippers have been obeyed and nothing behind them. And now it's possible to get our first divergence here. It looks like Pytlovan is about to head to Agina after the dam. And it's quite possible that Rayvis will head towards eastern area. Yeah, and if something is on Agina here, that would be in favor of Pytlovan. Because probably this will become the last location for Rayvis. Maybe. Oh, never mind. Oh! He turns on the mushroom. Right! We got it. In Blind's hideout earlier. look at Agina's cave, there is our moon pearl. Let's hope for Rayvis he will fetch it quite soon. Oh, and a lamp on the mushroom. That is actually bad for Rayvis because that opens the mountain logically. And mountain are 2 checks. Again, 1 check on Agina. And if nothing is on it, that would be 1 more trip on the mountain for Rayvis, maybe. Yeah, but Pytlovan also grabbing his lamp now, so the mountain opens widely for him as well. Yeah, and with this, Aghanim now is entirely in logic and a possible Dark World access. But the thing is, there is not a real follow-up in the Dark World. So pot is a possibility, but without a bow, of course, it could be bow-locked. And there are 2 other items on the pyramid or catfish, which are accessible. But of course, if you have a bunch of other checks open, you take them first. Oh, look, the mirror and the hammer. Oh, that is huge. That opens the whole mountain, the Lightworld mountain. Oh, and that is real bad for Rayvis. He has been on the mountain a second ago. Now he is heading towards Zashrala, which gives him full mountain access, and that can bring him back on the mountain a second time, where Pytlovan as well is heading. Yeah, and this is better routing for Pytlovan here. But of course, it's not too bad for Rayvis because he got the save and quit point at the old man. But okay, the difference here is not too big. Pytlovan is Agina ahead and a few frames on the mountain behind, so that is not too big of a deal, I guess. But of course, it's possible that on the mountain will be our mids, and that gives Pytlovan the opportunity to grab the items behind it, which Rayvis only could do by a buddy walk. And even then he would leave at least 1 item behind. Okay, and I've seen pot as our second trash crystal, and ice, I suppose, is green. But not sure. Yeah, and without the hookshot, both runners, or at least Rayvis, is forced to enter the basement here to get the big key. And Pytlovan decides as well to do that. There are some runners which skip Hera in this situation and come back later with a hookshot, but I suppose that would be quite an aggressive play. And as we all know, with some aggression in play, you can win tournaments. Okay, Muldom with a tempered sword, of course, is kinda a mean fight. Quite well done from Rayvis here. And Pytlovan is doing same well. So both runners now with their first crystal in hand. And we've seen a book on Floating Island. And I think Rayvis was able to extend his lead here a little bit. Not by too much, but could be a small indicator that his execution is a little more on point here. There's Ether. And our first bottle. And our second bottle. And there is no mids on the mountain, which is good for Rayvis. Yeah, who now heads to Agina, which will bring him his Moon Pearl and give him Dark World access. Standard Dark World access, he could go through Aghanim. But of course, without a Moon Pearl, who would and why? Yeah, Pytlovan, meanwhile, Rayvis is grabbing his Moon Pearl, is on his way to Kakariko, can turn in his bottle, and after that... Oh no, he first enters Dark World, which absolutely makes sense, because he has Mirror. Yeah, and here we get our first real divergence. Or not our first, but we had a little divergence. After that, the runners converged again, and now we have our next divergence. Rayvis enters Dark World via south, the south portal, and Pytlovan via Kakariko. So that means we will see Hype Cave on Rayvis' side. On Pytlovan's side, at first we see Skywoods, which offers us 0 to 2 items here. Oh, look, there's a bow in Hype Cave. Oh, that is huge for Rayvis. Now we can full clear Port and Eastern. And maybe he finds his Fire Rod there, and that would mean he will not to have double dip Skullwoods. Which Pytlovan probably will. Yes, he got all chests, right? Yeah, no Fire Rod in Skullwoods. Oh, didn't pay too much attention, don't know. Ah, okay, he played it back to front, so here a few more opportunities. Yeah, now Pytlovan makes up for his lumberjack ledge check. And he will see the powder on it. Yes, that is confirmed again. Yeah, that can bring him in a tough decision later. Fetch quest on such a side check, of course, always is not that what you want to see as runner. But now Graveyard Ledge. Oh, and on Bombos, on Rayvis side was Bombos, which is our second medallion now. Yeah, and Graveyard Ledge has nothing. Let's see what King Tomb offers today. More of nothing. So playing the north route was quite worthless. Oh, look at Rayvis side. There have been our gloves. That means if Rayvis does his Kakariko trip later, he can, if he won't, play the Smith's Chain. And that brings Green Pendant Ice and Logic and fully clearable. Yeah, and I guess that's it. Yeah, but Pot has goods for us. So, and Pytlovan in Thieves Town now. Oh, which I entirely forgot to say, Pot was a pendant, which I missed. I thought it was crystal. But that could mean that Pytlovan wants to play it later than Rayvis now, or maybe skips it and does some other stuff. But as we have seen, there is our mids and it's hard required. Oh, nice strategy by Rayvis. It's not too often that I've seen it before, but looks good and effective and efficient. Yeah, and Pytlovan gives us a nice and clean blind script here. Oh, that was picture perfect. And another 20 rupees. Can you imagine Pytlovan is quite annoyed by them. And meanwhile he is 4-digit in money. And Rayvis decides to dip Skullwoods as well. Quite a safety play. But of course, this is a location where you will come back when you got your fire rod, and of course you won't orphan something here. And digging game only has 2 errors, so slowly but steadily. So it's not like we don't have progression or checks open. There are a lot, but unfortunately there are no crystal dungeons finishable for the runners. So something like Fireword would be great, or the hookshot. Oh wait, and with the mids in hand, Rayvis could go on the Dark Death Mountain, and grab his book, which opens him a bunch of new checks. But Desert is pendant as well. And I guess, yeah, Pot is entirely in logic right now. Not Pot, Pet. There's lots of stuff which can be on the pad. So maybe we see a full clearance here. Okay, let's say full clearance minus, because we will never see Aghanim this seed. Oh wait, we could, right? Because Powder is on Lumberjack Ledge. And Chet is mentioning it. Rayvis skipped Hammersaw in his pot dip, and maybe Pytlovan decides to play it, and if there is some progression on it, that would mean we got a last location probably for Rayvis. Just because to make up for Helmer will take ages, and of course if you decide to skip a check, actually you can't get it other than as your last location. At least if you trust in mind games. Yeah, and Pytlovan is playing Eastern before Pot, which makes sense because Eastern is a crystal and Pot is the pendant. And that could make Pytlovan decide that there are only few checks over and force him kinda to play Hammer. A slight insecurity here by Pytlovan in the Stifos room. Yes, and let's theory craft what the runners will do after their dungeons. The situation is quite inconvenient here because there are a lot of small bunched, can I say it like that, checks. What I mean is they can go on the mountain for 3 checks unless unless they can hover, because we have no hookshot for hookshot cave. Okay, it's 4 checks because spy cave, but it's not a lot. It's not the amount of checks you want to have for another trip. They can do the Smith chain, and they can go into ice and get the book from the mountain. Okay, it's actually 5 checks on the mountain, or 4 checks and one secure item. With a book they can go Pendant Desert, which is 2 more items. Yeah, and so you have small dots of item locations which are quite ineffective to play. And it looks a little like a 5-to-1 coin flip. No, we haven't seen fake powder. And Rayvis serves us here with another almost pixel pervis blind script. And equalizes the crystal balance, so both are 3 crystals now. But Pytlovan has a ton of stuff to do here in pot, so I guess Rayvis with a small lead. About a minute or 2 maybe, but not race deciding, of course. Yes, right. Everyone here wants the bet as the solution. Everybody but the runners, of course. Yeah, Rayvis decides to play the Smith chain. And Pytlovan quits the pod without killing Helmasaur. So if this is our solution, probably both runners will last located. So on Rayvis' side, purple chest, quite an off check. With no progression on it, the whole Smith chain has been worthless. Worthless and time consuming. Turtle Rock, by the way, is Ether, which both runners already have. Oh, look, Ice Rod and Somaria in Super Bunny Cave, right in front of Turtle Rock. And as we all know, Fire Rod could be on Laser Bridge, right? I'm not sure, but I guess with these findings you're quite forced to dip Turtle Rock. So it could be any other progression in there. Must not be the Fire Rod. Yes, and this is what Pytlovan now is exactly doing. Most likely he hopes for a big key or any item, but a small key in the chest he can reach. But let's see. Nope, it's a small key. He can go deeper in Turtle Rock. The question is, will Rayvis do the same? Probably yes. Oh, be careful. And there is the Fire Rod in Turtle Rock. Okay, Rayvis, what do you decide? Yeah, it looks like he does the same. Okay, that opens Crystal Skullwoods. That opens Red Crystal Turtle Rock, which would be our second. And brings Red Bomb in logic. And now we are down to 2 items for go mode. Probably, maybe 3, depending on the required medallion for Misery Mire. But at least we need a hook shot and a flute. And suddenly Pytlovan is in the lead again. Wait, is Rayvis doing an extra lap here? Pytlovan struggling a bit with the Mimic Cave, but not too much. No, it's open. He can open the chest and 3 bombs. Yeah, I'm thinking about scenarios which could make Pytlovan play the Smith's Chain as well. And there, oh look, there's a hook shot. This is a full clearable swamp now, and 3 more items in Hookshot Cave. And probably only 1 item remaining for our go mode. I'm curious if you see left side shenanigans later. Left side swamp. Yeah, right, flute and medallion. Okay, let's make a little time measurement here. Grabs his crystal at 53.15. Yeah, that is a good question, what to play first, Swamp or Skullwoods. There are arguments for both. So, in best case, you want to combine your flute activation with Skullwoods. But on the other hand, there's one item left in Skullwoods. Okay, Ether Tablet has nothing but more rupees. Oh, and I didn't pay attention at Rayvis side, but estimated it's about 1 minute and 10 seconds difference here. And Pytlovan heads to Swamp. Maybe with checking the tablet first. Nope. Yes, and Rayvis follows Pytlovan into Swamp. Yeah, and as we all know, in Swamp there's a left side, and no runner in this world likes to play this, and maybe we get a skip there. Oh, and Rayvis decides to play the tablet first. But for just 20 more rupees. There's half magic in Compass Room. Nice and convenient to have. Okay, I didn't count too well, but there are at least 2 items on left side. Okay, it's 3 items on left side. You can't skip 3 items on left side, right? Let's see. 1 to 2 items required. Silver's possible on left side. Will he go back? No. That is freaking ballsy. Yeah, and Rayvis goes back. But if there is nothing on left side, this would bring Pytlovan in quite a comfortable situation here. This will extend his lead by 2 more minutes. Roundabout. And that would be in total 3 to 4 minutes in 1 item go mode. And that is a lot, so that is not the amount you can make up by execution. But on the other hand, if is there something on left side, this would be in favor of Rayvis, of course. Okay, Rayvis side, let's see. Bombs. Nope. Okay, Rayvis played Smith Chain, worthless. Left side, worthless. Whew. Okay, red bomb next. Nice modular kill here by Pytlovan. Gets rewarded with a small heart and a crystal. But still no flute here. Let's look at Rayvis side, the Fat Fairy. Nothing, nothing. Oh, holy moly. Did you see what is on pad? we got a fetch quest on Agalech and a fetch quest in form of the shovel on the pad. Okay, looks like Pytlovan is making up for the Smith chain now. That brings Rayvis maybe back a little bit. Oh, and there's a cape for Rayvis. But makes nothing here. We have seen the cape ledge. What is it called? Bumper ledge, right? We have seen it. It was just a piece of heart or something. Yeah, and the ugly stuff is heaping here. So we got Pad, Agalech, so Lumberjack Ledge and Helmer, which both skipped. We still have an Ice Palace with a green pendant on it. Yeah, Gross it describes quite well. Okay, Pytlovan probably not pleased with this. Oh, look what he does. Goes back into swamp for the left side, but forgot to pull the trigger in the dam. The lever, not the trigger. Yeah, and this will bring back Rayvis in the lead, I guess. Well, let's think. Imagine you are down to 3 items. Helmasaur, shovel on the pad, and powder on Aghanim. Or behind Aghanim. What the hell do you play first? Okay, Helma, of course, because it's a pendant. But what the hell? How do you decide that? I guess this is the ugliest coin flip this game can offer. Right? So it doesn't matter how well or how bad you played in this scenario. If you make the right guess, you won, and if not, you lose. Oh, chat is telling, right, both could be required. But for that, the odds are quite low. Yeah, and speaking of loot on the shovel, we haven't seen a vanilla item yet. Okay. Rayvis meanwhile in ice. There it is, the flute. Yes, and Rayvis immediately quit the dungeon. Because he has 2 medallions in hand, the probability to be in go mode is quite high, but we will see in a second. Well, I guess it's even quite more than 66%. Just because the third item can be in GT, and GT is behind the other 2 items. I guess in this scenario it's about 80–85%. Around, not about. No, it's ether. That means we are in go mode. Rayvis at 1 hour and 11 minutes. Yes, and now it's Rayvis' race to lose. Even if Pytlovan decides to enter Ice Palace immediately, he is quite behind. Yeah, and that is what he does. He enters ice here. Okay, Rayvis finds the butter sword. Nice to have, but of course not required. And the big key is located user-friendly as well. Okay, and Pytlovan is thinking a bit. Of course, he knows that Mr. Meyer could be Quake. but decides correctly, leaves the ice and goes for his flute. Nice spooky on Rayvis' side. Yeah, and that looks like Rayvis is almost a mire ahead. Probably even an entire mire. And kicking rhymes. Yeah, and with his 7th crystal in hand, he has access to GT, which means GT guessing game starts. Nervendog, our tracker, gives the start now, and then you can. You're already putting your numbers in it, so don't care about it. Okay, the last 2 games I commentated, I won the guessing game. Let's see if it happens third time here. Okay, Rayvis is about to enter the GT, so your last chance for your bets. Okay, and Rayvis is in. So let's have a look. It's a not 1 to 5. Nor 6 or 7. Oh, I'm afraid I started in number 9 hype here. Eight. 9. No 9 today. 10. 11. Yeah, and while Rayvis can't find his big key, Pytlovan equalized in terms of crystals. Now he has a 7 as well. But of course he has to climb and enter and do the checks Rayvis did already. So no greater comeback potential here, but of course there are possibilities. So the race is not done yet. That's the 12. No, the 13, right? Okay, what does a render room offer? A map, bombs, more bombs, and arrows. Icky hiding gross today. Oh, and Pytlovan decides to enter the Darkness Mountain via Turtle Rock Portal. Is that something you don't see too often? Okay, that was 18. Oh, unfortunately, we did not get a tile room. Okay, but Rayvis probably glad to have his big key in hands, and now he can do the climb. Okay, we don't have any actual winner, so let's take the guys with 22 and 20. Congratulations to our tracker Nefdog, to VT001, yeah, that's it. Congratulations, guys. Don't spend all your internet points at once, please. Yeah, and Pytlovan with his GT routing can make up some time, maybe. Okay, Pytlovan did not go straight to the Amos 2, so he has to clear the right side as well. Which means he will not catch up some time. But doesn't make a difference either way. Unless Rayvis falls down 2 or 3 times at cannons, which of course can happen. Yeah, and I'm curious as well where silvers are. Could be behind Shovel or Potter. Which actually means, if I'm not mistaken, I think to beat the seed logically you need the silvers. Which could mean we have Egger or Pet Seed still. Logically. And down Aga to Ghosts. That means one creature to defeat left for Rayvis, who is Ganon itself. And in a few seconds, this pig will be down under the earth. And that is where he belongs, right? Okay, Rayvis, show us how to defeat him. Yeah, and in total, I guess the only difference between the runners is the Eastern play by Pytlovan. Okay, did anybody pay attention where the silvers are? I didn't. Yeah, light world, okay. Okay, and there it is. Rayvis races its sword last time. And that means if he defeats the bridge, he wins this race. Keep your GGs ready. GG Rayvis, you won this race with a time of 1:27 and 21 seconds. GG. Yeah, and there immediately he comes for an interview. GG Rayvis.
GG's.
Yeah, tell us, what do you think about this heat? And of course, congratulations for reaching the next round. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, yeah, this whole best of 3 was a whole mess. First seed, we both last located Thieves on Big Chest. Second seed, we both skipped left side swamp. And then it's left side swamp, obviously. And then this game, I did not really want to go to TR, but look at that. I mean, yeah. That's insane. Having that fire rod and turtle rock there is crazy.
Yeah, that was gross. But with oh look, nice hover at Pytlovan side. Hopefully he gets it. Oh no, he takes the hookshot. Okay, sorry. Yeah, but I said with the Zomaria and the Ice Rod in Super Bunny Cave, you are more or less forced to go in TR, right?
Sorry, can you repeat the last part?
So I said Zomaria and Ice Rod have been in Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah.
And I said if you find these items on this location, you are more or less forced to enter or to dip Turtle Rock.
I mean, in all honesty, we had still some stuff open. Like we had still the book giving us a couple of. We had a couple of checks in game 3. You know, sometimes you have to take a risk or there here and there, right? It's cast boots. Full clearing will not always give you the win. So I can see people just skipping that. I don't know. I guess Pytlovan also didn't do it, but I was about to. Oh, he did. Okay, yeah, and I was about to, and I was like, we didn't have the bad location of the first 2 matches yet to find. So I'm gonna do that just in case. And I've seen that first key. I'm like, do you want to get out just now? Whatever, just continue. And then yeah, second chest fire out is like insane.
Yes. At all, both of you did pretty much the same. Here and there you did a different routing, but in total it was quite similar what you played. So Pytlovan did 2 checks, or the checks in desert, and that's it on difference. So the rest was quite even.
Wait, he skipped TR, right?
Did I say TR? I meant desert.
No. But he did skip TR, right? Or did he not?
TR was a crystal.
No, I mean when he came up the first time without fire rod.
Yes, yeah, there he skipped.
So how did he get, like, I'm looking at the tracker and Ice Palace is not done. Did he really, like, come back to TR only? Like, that's insane.
No. I don't know what you mean.
I mean, so, whatever. I mean, I thought, like, I thought if you skip TR there, right, with the fire rod, like, you could just go into Ice at some point, give away the green pendant and stuff.
Yeah, but
he did not skip though. He did not skip the TR when he was there. Okay.
Both of you, of course, went headed back on the mountain without the hookshot because it was on TR, and then you found Zomaria and Ice Rod, and both of you decided to enter TR for the fire rod then.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad about that. Port Eastern immediately with the bow. That worked out for sure. I mean, in the end, I finished all the overworld dungeons, and you know, you finish Skywoods and like, surely there's not a shovel on pedestal, right? Because that powder on Lumberjack was already a catastrophe. And then there's the shovel on pedestal. It's like, all right, is there flute on one, on Quake on the other? What is happening here? Oh my god! But yeah, I guess nothing happened.
Yeah, maybe the chat and me was hoping that maybe at some point you were forced to make a decision between powder and shovel. But luckily for you, at least, it was not the case.
Yeah.
In this situation, what would you play first?
I mean, I would already go through the pendants, so I guess I'm gonna go with pedestal. Specifically, my opponent last time in game 2 skipped Agina and did Aga. Okay, we had the Moon Pearl, but there could have been a word where he does the same here. And if Aga actually has the flute, then that's more likely a loss for me than pedestal, since there was no access earlier, basically, than, you know, when I did it, and besides some overworld checks, I guess. Okay.
And we will not forget, in this moment, Pytlovan finishes his seat as well with a time of 1:32. GG's, Pytlovan. Unfortunately, you dropped out of the tourney, but it did a nice show. You defeated Rayvis, who is not a bad runner at all.
It is pretty good.
Yes, I saw. I didn't know him, but his execution was quite nice. So respect on this point. But Rayvis, you proceeded, and there are a few more rounds to play. And what do you think? Will this be the second tourney you win this year? or
Oof, winning?
Okay,
Oh my god. Let's chill for a moment, all right? Like there is no like this is you know, looking at the next BO3 and then the next BO3, and if you start to get in, like, let's say you win quarterfinals, right? You get into semis. Of course, you kind of want to say, okay, now I'm really actually trying to win this thing, but getting there is very, very hard, and you know, you need a little bit of luck in this game as well. So I would say looking at tourney wins for me at least is not gonna start before semifinals. So I'm gonna go with the strat that, you know, I had in the German tournament with like watching BO3 to BO3, see what I can do, and then you know, if we find ourselves in finals, sure, I try to not be second in that one then.
Yeah, of course, I knew that was, I was aware that was quite a pressuring question, but I had an opportunity to emphasize that you already won a great tourney this year, and I think everyone can know.
It's a nice thing, but yeah, I mean, Cas Boots, we have a lot of incredible runners in this one, and since, you know, Gem and Gamachu as the first and second seed will probably or potentially meet in the next round already, you know, there's a big question mark maybe who's gonna end up being in the finals. Like it could be anyone, literally. There's again an immense of good runners in this one, and yeah, everybody has a chance, and it's gonna be fun to see who's gonna continue.
Yes, of course, but of course, best luck to you. Yes. Is there something you want to tell to the end? In the end?
Just thanks for having us, guys. I mean, cool to have a restream. I didn't know until today that there actually was one, or like an hour before the race. And oh yeah, I just got message. Pytlovan is gonna come here as well. So if you wanna interview him as well, he's about to come here.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it's always a pleasure to be on Restream, and thanks for chat and everyone involved in making this happening. Always fun to, you know, have a good look back at what happened and all that stuff.
Yes, and of course it's always a joy to make commentaries on Restream, especially if you get to see two runners which are quite good in this game, and this execution strong, and give us such a nice entertainment. So a great thanks to you as well. Yeah, and you have to decide if you want to stay here until Pytlovan is here for the interview. If not,
I think I'm gonna nope here. I'm a little hungry, and I'm also very sweaty right now. It's very warm and humidity's high. So I guess I'm gonna take a shower, but thank you for having me, and when Pytlovan comes, GG's to him, and yeah, see you next round.
Okay, so have a nice lunch. Okay. Dinner, I meant. Yeah, and we still wait for Pytlovan here. Okay, I'm gonna ask him if he comes. Okay, let's wait one more moment, and if he does not occur, then yeah, and no further interview. There he is. GG Pytlovan.
GG's. I'm sorry, I was on the Brazilian wrestling giving an interview there.
No
He kind
worries.
of gets angry with me if I don't go there first. So yeah, but yeah, it was. I got the gist of what was our progression over there. So yeah, it sucks because I think I was ahead after leaving Turtle Rock, but I ended up doing a terrible outing on the end game and was punished for it. But yeah,
Your routing in the light world was quite nice. So especially your early Agina play.
yeah, argument. I did that because I saw Rayvis did that on our last seed, so I didn't want to leave that orphan check there. So I just went there and hopefully it was something good. It was the Moon Pearl, so I probably maybe if he didn't dash this time, I got some time save, I guess. And I guess he did not go for Ragnar this seed and was a little bit punished. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I think maybe he lost around 30 seconds, maybe, if he hasn't done.
Yeah, it was not game deciding. What was more game deciding was your desert play.
Yeah, Desert
which
was
worthless.
really shitty. Yeah.
And that was the
I was
only.
betting, I kind of was betting on the book there, but yeah, because book was an sphere up from the meats, which we had bones for ice, but I didn't want to commit neither to Smith's Chain there after getting the meats from Pod, neither Smith's Chain, neither Ice Palace. So the best play there was going to the mountain, had 5 progression items, I guess, or 4, I don't know. But yeah, afterwards it was kind of bring that place overall. I didn't play my best game there, so yeah, I deserved to lose there.
Well, it came down to routing, and routing always is a coin flip.
Yeah.
So you didn't play bad or something. No. You did a good show, but in the end, Rayvis won the last coin flip and skipped desert, and yeah, that won him the game.
Yeah.
But one question: how much did you think about Aghanim and Pet?
So much, man, so much. Those items there, they are the worst things to consider on a seed like this, especially since we had terrible seeds on the last 2 games that we had. So maybe I thought about going to, because I was on my last location there on ice, right? So I would give just the green pendant, and if there was nothing, then probably we'll go for pad instead of the powder there. So yeah, but it was a thing that was hammering my brain a lot during the seeds, especially because I did the Agina no, the lumberjack check very late on the seed. So yeah, that powder there, maybe I don't know, he maybe skips hammer on the Sahas and go for that powder, hoping it's the logical access for the game. But yeah, I don't know. It was a tough call to make there, and hopefully neither of us did that. So I guess that's good, and
Yeah.
wasn't inspired anyway. So
One question more. After you found the flute in ice, did you think about full clearing it for Quake?
I did.
Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah, I did. I did think about it. I was thinking about do I mirror? Do I continue? Do I 7 quits and go for just activate the flute? So I didn't know what to do there because I thought maybe Quake is on big chest, maybe Quake is on ring pendant. I don't know. I could have just fell there and maybe look for the Quake on the big chest. My friend saw on the Brazilian stream was triggered about it because it was a quick check to just do there, and I think both of us skipped that. So yeah, but it could have been a really terrible seeds considering Quake hasn't shown up yet, but we won the 66 versus 33%, so I guess no reason about that. But we still had a checkerboard and Mario Shed if we didn't find if Mario escaped, right? So yeah,
Okay.
I think that sums it up, right?
Excuse me.
Sorry.
I didn't understand you well. Can you repeat that?
I think it sums it up, right? The seed was that. I think Rayvis definitely played well. I do know he's a great player, so it was good that I took a game away from him, but I was expecting more. But yeah, it's okay, I guess. We focus on the next tourney now and go for next ones. I hope Ray is all the best for going on the seats. And GG's for him.
Yes. He also said GG's to Pytlovan. He had to leave a little earlier, so can't be here while the interview. But GG's to you from him as well. Okay, I'm done here with my questions. Do you have anything left to say to the audience?
No, I'm just glad that we got a restraint for this game. I thank you, the tracker. Thank you, Mahoney, for the commenting and yeah, I think that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, and I thank you for the race and the entertainment. Once more, Nerf and Dolk for the tracking. And I think at this point it's time to close the stream. There will be more random action in the next time and days, so follow the channels and we will see us. Goodbye.